Kyodo News English World。
皆さんこんにちは。こちらは共同通信英文記者のポッドキャストです。英文記者は国内外で起きている出来事について取材してオリジナルの英文記事を発信したり、日本語のニュースを英語に翻訳したりしています。共同通信の英語の記事をテーマに様々な国から集まる仲間たちと英語と日本語を交えてディスカッションしていけたらと思っています。今日は3人の記者でお届けします。Hi there everybody, my name is Eduardo Martinez and I've been here at Kyodo News for nearly 5 years now. I'm originally from Brisbane, Australia. It's nice to meet you all.
Hello everyone, my name is Toma and I've been at Kyodo News for 7 years now. I am a massive bookworm and I would like to recommend Homegoing by Ya Jasi. よろしくお願いします。
Hi everyone, I'm Xin Cheng and I've been working at Kyodo News for 12 years, covering markets, companies and a range of business and economic issues.
Thank you very much. So today we're going to be talking about an article that So-san wrote about housework in Japan, the housework industry. Would you mind reading out the headline for us, please?
Costs, customs pose challenges in Japan's promotion of housework services.
Thank you, Toma. Would you mind reading out the first two paragraphs as well, please?
Japan is planning to introduce national qualifications for housework services to address the problem of people quitting caregiving jobs. However, experts are questioning whether formal recognition of skills alone can help to make the services more widely accepted. While the government is considering offering financial incentives for service usage, such as tax deductions or credits, experts are concerned not only about the financial burden of using the services, but also about whether certification would ensure quality and encourage people to be more accepting of having strangers in their homes, particularly in a country where hiring private housekeepers or babysitters has not been very popular. The government aims to hold the first exam for housework vocational qualification around the fall of 2027.
Thank you. 日本語もお願いできますか？
この記事は日本で家事代行サービスを広げるために政府が国家資格の導入や税制優遇を検討しているという話です。ただ料金の高さや見知らぬ人を家に入れることへの抵抗感があり、資格を作るだけで利用が広がるのかが課題になっています。
Thank you very much, So-san. So you were just touching a little bit on it there, but could you tell us about the current status of the housework industry in Japan? What's it like right now?
Okay. So in Japan, the housework services are available, but they are still not widely used. The government hopes that a national qualification and financial support will increase trust and demand, although cost and worker shortages remain major challenges.
Okay, I see. Thank you very much. And so what is our experience with the housework industry? Have you ever had like a housekeeper or a nanny in your house? Is it common in your home countries or in places you've lived in?
I mean, I grew up in Japan, but as an adult, I haven't reached out to anyone for these services. But as a child, I think I did have babysitters. But I think that also has to do with my upbringing, being in a more international environment.
What about yourself, So-san?
Okay. In Japan, I used the housework services before and after giving birth. The workers helped me with housework, cooking, and other daily tasks, which was very useful at that time. But at the same time, I understand why some people feel uncomfortable having someone they don't know working inside their home. Yeah, at the moment, my mother helps me, so I'm no longer use a professional housework service.
I see. Yeah, growing up in Australia, housekeepers or houseworkers they do exist. Some people do use them. My parents have employed housekeepers before. It's not a completely unknown concept for us. I guess I imagine in Japan, one thing I can think of is that living spaces are quite small, and I do notice that some people tend to be more hesitant to allow strangers into their homes. They would prefer to take care of their work themselves. Right, and so what are some of the challenges posed to the industry growing in Japan?
I think cost is one of the biggest challenges. There is also a cultural barrier because many people still see housework services as a luxury or feel uncomfortable letting a stranger into their home. Trust, privacy, and service quality may be just as important as price.
Right. So do you think that the standardization of qualifications alone could help address the lack of available services?
Probably not. A qualification may improve trust, but the industry also needs enough workers, proper training, good supervision, and reliable systems for dealing with complaints and problems.
Toma, would you ever envision yourself, if these housework qualifications became more standardized and they became more accessible to you, could you envision using them in the future?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Honestly, I feel like working full time, my weekends are often spent, at least one like a Saturday or Sunday is the full day I feel like is spent doing chores, like catching up with laundry, washing the sink, the toilet, the bath,
and you cook and I cook every day by yourself
almost
as well. Yeah.
every day as well. So I really run out of time, and by the end of the day, I'm just like, I feel like I have nothing left. So I often just fall asleep very early in the evening, and in that sense, I think it would be, depending on how much it would be, I would be open to using the services. Yes. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't cook as much as at home as you do, but I definitely feel the same way. I live by myself, so I have to do all the laundry and make sure I have the apartment is clean and everything, all by myself while working full time, different hours of the day. Yeah, if I had the means, I would absolutely have somebody come around to help out. How about yourself, So-san, because you do have children as well, on top of working full time? Are you using housework services right now, or do you plan to?
今はちょっとお母さんは私、もう孫の世話で助けてくれてるから、これからそうですね。もし3年目ができたら多分利用すると思います。
But that's an interesting point you make. I think maybe even culturally in Chinese households and Japanese households, that you tend to ask the grandparents to help out with a lot of child rearing and those kinds of duties. So they may be the first option that a lot of people go to before they consider hiring housework services. I guess we touched on our own personal experiences, but who else could benefit from the proliferation of these services?
I think working parents, people caring for elderly relatives, older people live alone, and people recovering from illness or childbirth could all benefit.
Yes, and especially with an aging population, with people that will need more people taking care of them, there could definitely be a market for this housework industry to grow and have some demand.
Yeah, I also do wonder, because you mentioned elderly people, for example. I do wonder whether it will help a little bit kind of mitigate the sense of loneliness as well. I mean, there is hesitation about bringing or allowing strangers into the house, but I think it, even just having someone pitter-patter around the house may help alleviate the isolation that some people living alone may feel. It's not quite the same, but as a university student living with flatmates, it was sometimes nice hearing someone move around the house and knowing that you're not completely alone.
Yeah, so in a way, it could act as like those rental companion services that you sometimes see here in Japan, like rental families, rental boyfriends and girlfriends. It's one of the secondary benefits of having a house worker is you have some extra company. では、そろそろ時間になってきました。共同通信では Japan Wire by Kyodo News というサイトで日本や世界で起きた出来事について英語のニュースを発信しています。今日ご紹介した記事も掲載されていますので、ぜひチェックしてみてください。それでは皆さん、See you next time!